everybody, and welcome to the amazing world of Disney. I'm very excited to see for this video, and you'll see why later on. Oh, Disney's Hollywood Studios, how do I love you? Let me count the ways. 1, because, well, you have amazing rides, which is what we are going to talk about today. 7 or more amazing rides that I want to come to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm sorry for the Walt Disney Studios Paris photo on screen. I'm sorry about that. I don't really have any online photos of Disney's Hollywood Studios. But yeah, we're going to start our list with the Great Movie Ride. Yeah, we all saw this coming. Let's go! Okay, let's bring things down a bit. The Great Movie Ride was a spectacular ride. No, I never got to ride it for myself. It's where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is today. A lot of people loved it. It was an opening day attraction. It took you through the scenes of iconic Hollywood movies like Indiana Jones, Alien, and I think Casablanca was in it, and The Wizard of Oz. I think they should bring the Great Movie Ride back in another way. They could have really, instead of replacing it, moderned it by putting their modern IPs in it, like Avatar, or The Simpsons, or even Home Alone. You could put Home Alone in it, so bring this back. Next up, we have a Goofy Movie roller coaster for number 6. For number 6, I want a Goofy Movie roller coaster to come to Hollywood Studios. Yes, I want it to come. A Goofy Movie is a classic for kids like me who grew up, who are growing up in Disney's revival era, and their parents are from the 90s, and they show you all these cool 90s movies. And yes, this was one of them, and one of my personal favorites. I really love the Goofy Movie. I think it's a very nice movie. I just want more of that Goofy lore, that Mickey Mouse and Friends lore. So I think this is such a good movie, it should come to Disney's Hollywood Studios. Hey, maybe throw out a nice story like Max and Goofy want to go to a Powerline concert before Max goes to college, and Goofy's taking us with him. Goofy's getting the car, Max is getting us ready, and we gotta get there on time. I'm just writing it for you, Disney. I'm writing it for you. Disney, you gotta bring this to Disney's Hollywood Studios. You must. It's amazing. I love this movie. I love this ride. This movie is literally one of the things that made up my childhood, and not Roger Rabbit kind of did that too, but we'll get to that. And yes, Hollywood Studios needs more rides, and I know this is an IP. Yeah, I know there are not really that many originals, but hey, it's still a new ride. Which, hey, if that's incredibly generous. That's incredibly generous of Disney to throw out another ride to Disney's Hollywood Studios that isn't really an IP, but it's a ride. Yeah. Plus, it can replace Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. That ride is really starting to show its age. I really wanted Disney to update it to add. So my top 2 contestants for what to replace Rock and Roller Coaster had to go to Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem, because they have a new show on Disney Plus called Muppet Mayhem. I recommend you watch it. It's a very good show. Or a Goofy Movie, but for this video, I wanted to choose a Goofy Movie. Yes, I know, Muppets already have a ride, or scratch that, a theater attraction, but the Goofy Movie doesn't really have a ride based off of its incredible existence. And like Roger Rabbit, which we'll get into later, this could show people that, hey, this movie actually exists. Yeah. At number 5, we have a Phineas and Ferb roller coaster. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. Phineas and Ferb already technically had a ride at Epcot, but it wasn't actually a ride. It was an interactive experience called Agent P's International Adventure, and it's replaced by DuckTales nowadays. But hey, it's a really fun ride. I think it was really fun until it got replaced. But Hey, I think Phineas and Ferb should have a good place in Hollywood Studios by putting a Phineas and Ferb roller coaster like they do in the first episode in Hollywood Studios. So, I mean, it can't be as wild as the coaster in the Hollywood Studios, but hey, we can make it in the first episode. But hey, we can make it good. We can make it more feasible and add an animatronic of Phineas and Ferb in there. That would solve all of our problems. And plus, we could use the building for the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. No one really uses that anymore. But I hear there's a new show coming, so we have to put it somewhere else. Number 4, Home Alone. We need a Home Alone ride coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I want a Home Alone ride there. I know Home Alone is a very old IP coming from the 80s and 70s, but hey, Home Alone a lot of people like nowadays, and it's a very classic IP. And hey, envision it. We could see Kevin outsmarting the Sticky Bandits in a roller coaster, and the vehicles could be like Kevin's contraptions. That'd be pretty fun to see. But if you can't do it, just Disney. Why do you have the guts to make a mediocre, kind of okay, Home Alone spinoff, but we don't really get any representation in the parks? So you need to put a Home Alone roller coaster in there. It's genius! Please. Number 3, we have the Simpsons ride. So, okay. I know what you're thinking. Jake, doesn't the Simpsons ride go in Universal? Isn't it a Universal property? Yes, my viewers. Yes, it is. But in 2028, the Simpsons contract with Universal expires. And you guys all know what that means. Okay, I know what you guys are thinking. Don't bring the Simpsons ride to Disney's MGM Studios, aka Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's not gonna be good. But hey, I'm not saying it's going to be a carbon copy of the one in Orlando and Hollywood. I think now that Disney owns The Simpsons, that they can use them to their peak advantage. I think that they can make a Simpsons dark ride. Okay, replicate Springfield. I want Springfield in Hollywood Studios. Springfield would be pretty good. But change the ride entirely. Don't change the facade, though. Make a new story that doesn't include guns to get a bunch of families away from it. Make it more family friendly. Make a dark ride. Put a Bart Simpson animatronics in. Put a Bart Simpson animatronic in there. Put a Homer Simpson animatronic in there. And there you got a nice dark ride. Everyone will love it. Everyone will cherish it. Put some screens in there. Put some physical sets in there. Put a Sideshow Bob animatronic there. And then you'll have a hit dark ride. Put some carnival games in there. And some creative Disney food. And there you'll have an awesome land. The Simpsons are going to fit so well in Hollywood Studios. I think they would do that. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me. But hey, I think they would fit very well in Hollywood Studios. I don't care what people think. I want them to come. That'd be a pretty fun... If they gave it a new Disney story, that'd be pretty cool. And don't tell me, Jake, they've got some bad experiences. Hey, they have an entire land based off the MCU. Just think about that. And number 2, we have extraterrestrial alien encounter. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Hey, dude, that was so scary. That was a scary attraction. Nuh-uh. But make it a little more family friendly. Give us a modern alien animatronic, make it a tiny bit more family friendly, and just give it a taste of darkness, and it'd be a pretty big and good fit in Disney's Hollywood Studios. I think it would be pretty good there, because, well, I can't really explain it. Oh, I actually can. They have Tower of Terror there, and that's literally one of Disney's darkest experiences, so... yeah. So what I think they should do is keep the facade, make it a tiny bit better to fit the whole sci-fi theme. Yeah. Keep the pre-show, make it less dark and edgy. Get a modern comedian to play Sir. And make it a little less dark, just to make it more family friendly. And plus, you literally have a giant empty Stitch's Great Escape building right across the street in the Magic Kingdom. So you can just move all that junk into Disney's Hollywood Studios. And, I don't know, add a few drops in there or something like that. Yeah, just move all the stuff to Disney's Hollywood Studios. I don't know what you should do. Do a Guardian style system. I don't know. Do whatever you want with the system. Just bring Alien Encounter back. Who am I kidding? I just want this for the Skippy. Just Skippy. I love you, Skippy. And for our number one spot, we have Roger Rabbit's Hollywood. Yes, I'm still not over this. I'm not over this. Why did they cancel this in the 90s? Disney! You shot yourselves in the foot! Your one chance of bringing an actually iconic, well, Star Wars is pretty iconic too, an iconic Hollywood blockbuster into the parks, into the Hollywood park. You blew it! Bring Roger Rabbit's Hollywood back! Bring it back. You can do literally anything you want with it. You can make it cheap. I'm fine with that. We just need more Roger Rabbit attractions. Get another motion-based simulator in there and use your interactivity like with Millennium Falcon and put a Roger Rabbit ride next to like the Simpsons ride if you ever put that in. Just Roger Rabbit would fit so well there. And to count, there's so many Easter eggs to Roger Rabbit in Hollywood Studios. This would fit the best out of any of the rides here besides the Great Movie Ride. There are literal Easter eggs inside the park. You don't believe me? If I do a hidden details video, I will show you as proof. That's how close this was to becoming reality. I don't care if you have to cut costs. I don't care if you have to beg Steven Spielberg for the rights. I don't care if you overthink it. I don't care if it gets cheap. I don't care if it gets rejected more than once. It's gonna be good. It can be literally like the next Rise of the Resistance. Okay. I might be going too far with this. Okay, but we just need more Roger Rabbit rides. What can I say? Hollywood Studios, like I said, has a lot of Roger Rabbit hidden details, and it's gonna be great. I think if they ever made a Roger Rabbit attraction, they'd pull out all the stops. Disney doesn't really have a track record of making bad dark rides anymore. They make good rides nowadays. They make good rides. I'm happy that even if this doesn't come back into reality, you guys are just awesome. I just get to yell about how much I think Roger Rabbit should come back, but hey, he seriously does. Roger Rabbit is literally my favorite character of all time. Well, that's it, everybody. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment about what I should do next. I'm taking a lot of stuff into consideration. I'm sorry, it's going to be a very long time until the next video comes up. I'm going to take a tiny break about Disney and more upcoming movies, so that's out there. And I'm going to do a FNAF ranking and a gameplay later, so see ya!